close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a tutorial using the Colourpop Yes Please palette. I have had so many requests to do a tutorial using this palette, and this palette I did mention in my top 5 eyeshadow palettes for fall, so I thought that I would create this look for you guys. It almost looks more complicated than it actually is. You guys will see how simple this tutorial is. And again, I did use all affordable or drugstore products for you guys. I know so many of you have been really liking that I've been using more affordable products. It's just more realistic. And also, I personally feel like I found some fabulous products that work just as good as high-end that are a fraction of the price. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. Right now, as I'm filming, we have not yet hit 100,000 subscribers, but we are so close, and I don't doubt that when I post this, we'll probably hit it. So if this part is in it, that means we hit 100,000 subscribers. And so I just wanted to tell you guys thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for 100,000 subscribers. Like, that was my main goal basically when I started this channel. Obviously, I have bigger goals and dreams as well, but it is so cool to me that I have reached that one, and I could not have done it without every single one of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I can't wait to keep creating content for you guys and keep growing our family here on YouTube. So thank you so much. Before we get into this tutorial, as always, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already a subscriber, just hit the little bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. I post 3 times a week, so you don't want to miss out. So if you do want to be notified, hit the little bell, and that means you'll be able to see my video as soon as I upload it. So with that being said, if you guys want to see how I got this colorful fall look using all affordable products and using the Colourpop Yes Please palette, then just keep on watching. I feel like I'm going to talk really quietly on accident because my nephew is sleeping in the other room, so I'm trying not to wake him up so I can finish filming. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. To save time on camera, I did go ahead and fill in my brows using the Brow Stylist Definer, and then I shaped them out using the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Concealer. I brought the concealer to my eyelids and spread it all over as like a primer, and then I set it with this is just the lid, but I set it with the Rimmel Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder, and now we are all ready to go. Ready for eyeshadow. So many of you guys requested me to do a tutorial using the Colourpop Yes Please palette, so here we go. Starting off with this shade right here. This is like the perfect peachy transition shade, so I'm just going to start to sweep this through the crease and a little bit above as our transition shade, making sure to blend it out back and forth in windshield wiper motions. So next I'm going to hop into this shade and mix in a little bit of this shade. We're going to have mostly this one right here. This is what's going to give us that all over terracotta-y look. So I'm just going to kind of pat this in here and dab a little bit of that red shade into it as well. And this we're going to just kind of start to press on the eyelid at the very base, and then kind of use circular motions with that brush to blend it upward to the crease. So once I feel like I have it blended out pretty well, I'm going to take my blending brush and sweep it through the crease to make sure that this gradient is really seamless. I'm also kind of diffusing it out toward the end of the brow with what's left on the blending brush. It's looking so pretty. These eyeshadows blend out really, really nicely. We're gonna hop into the darkest shade right here. I'm just actually gonna use that same blending brush we've been using, and I'm gonna deepen out the outer third with this. So I'm just gonna start to kind of brush it on the lash line first in like a diagonal motion almost, and then using circular motions, start to blend that into the crease and along the rest of the outer third of the eye. And I'm using layers when doing this. So I'm just taking small layers of shadow and building it up until I get the intensity that I want. This basically is looking like a tree whose leaves change color, which, by the way, where I live right now, that's what's happening, and is beautiful to see all the trees changing colors. It looks like this. Taking my blending brush, sweeping it through the crease to make sure that there's no harsh lines here. I'm taking a makeup wipe and I'm just going to clean up any fallout as well as the edge here. And then I like to pat it out with my finger, because I want this to be really smoky and blown out and diffused. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. Please excuse my nails. I was meaning to paint them before filming, but it just didn't work out, so sorry. But I'm just going to go ahead and smooth this primer all over the face. It really makes your skin glow. It's pretty. I'm going to go ahead and use my Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation today. This one's in the shade 00B Light. I'm just going to take that and start to apply it with a brush first. This is my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. I love this brush. And I'm kind of using the brush to distribute it evenly throughout the face, and then I'll blend it in with a sponge in a second. I'm just going to take my Aesthetica Beauty Sponge and blend this all in. I'm going to go into this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer and just go ahead and draw a upside down triangle under my eye with this. I'm also going to go down the center of the face. I'm just going to blend that out with that same sponge. I'm going to take that Rimmel translucent powder that I used on the eyelids before and just dip my damp sponge into it. We're going to do a light bake under the eye. I'm going to go back into this shade right here and start to buff this on the lower lash line. I'm just leaving that light powder underneath. We'll sweep it off in a minute. And then of course I'm going to mix these two shades and run them right along the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take the tiniest bit of the darkest shade in the palette just along the outer third of the lower lash line to help define that a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and sweep away the powder that's underneath my eyes. I'm just taking that blending brush we've been using the whole time and just making sure the edges are nice and blended. I'm going to take some of that Rimmel translucent powder and just go ahead and set the rest of my face while we're at it. Now it's time for mascara. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Shocker, I'm going to do quite a few coats on the top and also a couple coats on the bottom. Mascara always helps the eye look come together. I'm going to hop into this for bronzer today. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer. It's so gorgeous. It has like really luminous gold flecks in it. So I'm just going to put this on the perimeters of the face to warm it up. So I like to blend it out with whatever's left on the translucent powder brush. It just really helps make it all super seamless. Next I'm going to take the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso and just apply that to the apples of my cheeks. I'm going to hop into my Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter today. I just want something golden. I feel like it'll be gorgeous with this look. I kind of like to smile and bring it onto my cheeks so that my cheeks are a little bit glowy. And then I like to put it in a C shape around the brow. I always put a little bit down the nose, Cupid's bow, and above the brows, and a little on the chin if you want. So to make the inner corner pop, I'm going to take this gold shade in the palette on just a little tiny brush, and I'm going to start to press this into the inner corner. I just got the brush wet with a little bit of setting spray, and now it should stick a little bit. I'm just going to press this into the inner corner, and it will just kind of add a little something extra. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. This makes it a little more evening in my opinion. If you don't want to do this, you can just use whatever highlighter you used. And I'm blending what's left on the brush into the shadow on the top lid and a little bit into the bottom. I just really like how that looks with a matte eye with a pop of glitter, yellowy glitter gold in the inner corner. I just think it makes it look really different. Now I'm going to set the entire face with the Kiss Pro Touch setting spray. For lips, I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Give Me Mocha. I'm just going to apply a really nice layer all over the lips. So to really complete the look, I'm going to use my Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer Gel. This is probably my favorite brow product right now. Mine is in the shade Soft Brown. I'm just going to run this through the brows. Okay, you guys, so that completes this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see other tutorials using the Yes Please palette from Colourpop. I'm also kind of curious about their other palette, the Love something, the more bronzy palette that they just launched. Let me know if you guys would want me to pick that up and also do tutorials on that. But this palette is so pretty for fall, especially if you love these warmer tones. And if you like to play with more bold colors in fall, I feel like you would love this palette. Again, thank you so much, you guys, for your love and support. I cannot thank you enough. As always, leave a comment down below letting me know what other videos you would like to see here on my channel because I love creating things that you guys would want to see. So with that being said, make sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye!